Hi everyone, welcome back to a new Mr. Organic recipe. In this video I'm sharing a marbled chocolate and hazelnut spread banana bread. For this, first preheat the oven to 180 degrees Celsius. Next, take a loaf tin or dish and brush it lightly with melted coconut oil, making sure to cover all sides and corners. Cut a piece of baking paper to cover the width. This will help when it comes to removing the banana bread, and press it down into the tin or dish. To make the banana bread, first combine 1 3/4 cups of plain flour in a large mixing bowl, and to that add 3/4 cup of coconut sugar, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, half a teaspoon of baking soda, and a good pinch of sea salt. Whisk all of the dry ingredients together in the bowl until well combined. Next, take a separate mixing bowl and 4 overripe bananas. The browner and spottier the better. Break those up into rough pieces into the bowl one at a time, then take a fork to mash them up. Mash the bananas together until as smooth as possible and so that no large lumps remain. The end result should be quite runny in texture. Then to that, add 1/3 cup of melted and completely cooled coconut oil, 1/4 cup of oat milk, and a teaspoon of pure vanilla extract. Whisk the wet ingredients into the banana until well combined and completely mixed through. Create a slight well in the center of the dry ingredients, then carefully pour the wet ingredients in. Using a spatula, turn the wet ingredients into the dry ingredients, being careful not to overmix, but ensuring it's completely combined. Next, take the mixing bowl used for the wet ingredients and pour in around 1/3 of the batter. Take a jar of Mr. Organic's dairy-free and organic chocolate and hazelnut spread and measure out around 1/2 of the jar, which works out to be roughly just under 1/2 cup. Add the chocolate and hazelnut spread into the separated third of the batter, and again, using a spatula, turn it through until well combined and so that the whole mixture turns chocolatey. Using 2 separate spoons, add a tablespoon of each batter at a time into the lined loaf dish, alternating between the two. There's no right way to do this, and in fact, the more carefree the better, as this helps create a marbled effect in the banana bread. Once both of the batters have been used up, take a blunt knife or skewer and run it through the tin or dish vertically, swirling it in half circles, which again helps to create a marbled effect through the banana bread and on the top. Place the banana bread in the preheated oven for 60 to 65 minutes to bake, but at around 30 minutes, loosely place a piece of tin foil over the top of the tin or dish to prevent the top from catching. After 1 hour, remove the banana bread from the oven and place it on a wire cooling rack to cool down. A cocktail stick or metal skewer should come out completely clean when inserted into the center of the banana bread, meaning it's fully baked through. Leave the banana bread to completely cool for around 2 hours, then place it in the fridge for 1 hour to firm up before serving. This marbled chocolate and hazelnut spread banana bread is insanely moist, perfectly sweet, and is so quick and easy to make. And it can be stored in the fridge for up to 1 week if you can make it last that long. The flavours of the naturally sweet banana with the smooth, creamy and rich Mr. Organic chocolate and hazelnut spread is delicious. This Mr. Organic spread is also palm oil free and is made with a blend of rich cocoa, rice creamer and toasted hazelnuts grown in northern Italy. Each slice of this banana bread is different with its marble swirl, which makes it so fun, but it's hearty and wholesome, and who says it can't be served with even more of the Mr. Organic chocolate and hazelnut spread on top for double the sweet, smooth, chocolatey goodness.